When there's a lot of risk involved and people are just a little unsure if they're going to lose their money if they put it in stocks, guess what? They go to the government and they go to the Treasury Department and they buy bonds. When the economy is doing real well, guess what? I'm going to take my money out of bonds and now I'm going to put it in stocks. And when that happens, rates go back up. Most people don't understand how mortgage rates are actually calculated and what makes them go up and what makes them go down. So here's some good information for you guys. I'm about to drop it here. My name's Mike Mendiola with Responsive Mortgage. I've been a lender for over 10 years, and I'm going to get into this and teach you guys a little bit of how mortgage rates are fluctuate throughout the market. So if the economy is risky, as it is right now, if people are losing their jobs, and right now we have this whole thing with tariffs, and the economy is unknown, like what's going to happen with these tariffs. So what happens is there's this thing called bonds, and then there's stocks. When the economy is doing really, really well, people like to put their money in stocks so that they can make money, right? When there's a lot of risk involved and people are just a little unsure if they're going to lose their money if they put it in stocks, guess what? They go to the government and they go to the Treasury Department and they buy bonds. Now that's a safer bet because those bonds, they're going to keep that money and Uncle Sam's going to give them all their money back and interest for borrowing that money from them. So investors will take their money to the bond market. When that happens, and that's what we're starting to see right now, is people are a little worried about long-term investing in stocks. So they're buying more bonds. As more people buy bonds, that makes mortgage rates drop because that means that they're feeling that the economy is unsure of itself, right? That's the way the investors are feeling. They're feeling they're unsure. I'm going to buy bonds. I'm going to take my money out of stocks at the moment and invest it over here. When the economy is doing real well, guess what? I'm going to take my money out of bonds and now I'm going to put it in stocks. And when that happens, rates go back up. Because here's the thing, if the economy is doing really poorly and people are losing jobs, they have to entice the public and say, hey, we're going to give you a lower rate for you to spend more money. So if everybody's making a ton of money, then they can raise rates because guess what? Now they can entice you to spend that money, but it's going to cost you more to get it, to make more money. But when it's down, they entice you with the lower rate. And that's what we're seeing right now. So the Fed cut rates last month. We got 2 more rate cuts coming here in the next couple of months. And the whole reason being, if you paid attention to the news, the job market came out, the jobs are down again, right? I think it was like 50,000 this last month. So as we're going to see that, we're expecting 2 more rate cuts. Now, when the Fed cuts the rate, that doesn't necessarily mean that mortgage rates are being affected. What it does is it creates momentum for more people to like say, hey, this is a riskier option at the moment to put my money in stocks. So I'm going to go buy more bonds. And they put their money in bonds. And when that happens, rates are going to come down. So that's a little bit, I know it might be a little too technical, but the thing that you want to remember, and when you're watching the news and you're wanting to see and you're looking to buy a home in the next year, the one thing you want to pay attention to is what does the jobs look like? Are more people going to work, more people getting fired, or more people getting hired? That's one of the things you got to look at. And the other thing is, if that's happening, how's Wall Street doing? Is Wall Street staying stable or is it going up? If it's not going up, that means people are not investing the same amount of money and then rates will be coming down. So if I'm a home buyer and I'm looking, those are the things I'm paying attention to. Paying attention to Wall Street and seeing if stocks are going up, and they haven't been for a while. They've been kind of staying steady. We see spikes and then we see drops, spikes and drops. That's something you got to pay attention to. What is going to be the long-term effect of these tariffs? Some people think it's going to be a great thing. Some people think it's going to do the opposite thing. We don't know. And guess what? Investors don't either. That's why money's being poured into bonds, which are bringing the rates down. Anyway, my name's Mike Mendiola with Responsive Mortgage. If you like this content, hit the subscribe button.